in the still of the day. I hear your whispers guiding my way. Through the silence, your voice is clear. Your presence, Lord, I draw near. Be still and know you are God. Your love surrounds me, it's never flowed. Praise your name forever, adored. In your truth, I'm restored.
Hi, everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I am in the middle of doing some rearranging. You might see the background there is a little bit different today. Hello, Galaxy Gal, and Norma Kay is here. Welcome, Norma Kay. Let me see about Galaxy Girl. Let's see. Whoops. There we go. All right, Galaxy Girl, welcome. All right, so it is Wednesday, August the 6th. And if you've seen any of my videos today, it is my baby girl, Anais Marie's 4th birthday. Hello, Carver, welcome. And so I want to wish her a very, very happy birthday. We did celebrate her birthday this past weekend. Grandpa and Nana came down from South Carolina. My hair looks a little funky because I've been working. I've taken the map down. I'm in the process of rearranging my filing cabinet and printer, and I'm going to rearrange this shelf and just kind of give myself some space and some room to do things. So that's what I've been working on today. Like I said, we did celebrate her birthday this weekend. However, today she is at her pre-K class and they are having cupcakes for her birthday. And I will be going right after we finish this live stream. I will be going over to the school and I will be picking her up this afternoon and bringing her home. A little recap from this week. She started pre-K last Friday and then she went Monday. So Friday she went no problem. Monday she went no problem. Yesterday, Tuesday, she had a little bit of a meltdown. First thing in the morning, hi, hanging out with Jen, welcome. She did not want to leave her mama and go to her own class. And she didn't understand why she has to go to school every day. When does she get to go to Granny's house? Because you see, she's used to coming to my house when mommy goes to work. So in order to get her to go to school this morning and not cry and have a meltdown, mama said, Granny will be picking you up this afternoon and you'll get to go over to Granny's house. So my daughter called me and filled me in on what all happened yesterday. They didn't call me when school got out yesterday, which they had been calling me every day and giving me an update. Come to find out, though, my daughter didn't want her to talk to me yesterday because she had been bad at school by not wanting to go. So that's why they didn't call me, which I kind of knew something was up. You know, you have that intuition, you know, like, they didn't call. But I didn't call her either because I respect her space and her privacy, and she doesn't have to call me every day. Hello, pre-retirement days. Welcome. So, anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We are in that adjustment period. She has always stayed with Granny, and she's not been to daycare or preschool or anything like that. So, this is the beginning of her kind of having any kind of separation anxiety or adjustment period. I'm having to adjust myself because I'm still waking up bright and early like I did when I had to go and pick her up every morning. And I don't have to get up so early. But that's just how it goes. It's all an adjustment. So I got some things I want to take care of today. I want to give away free memberships. I've got 2 different Happy Meal mails to go over that I've received this past week. Um, I do want to do a quick member shout out, and I want to kind of tell you what's coming up, the lives coming up and all. But the main thing I've been working on this week is trying to establish a new routine as a retired person who does not have to watch a baby uh, 8 to 10 to 12 hours, about 10 to 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So, what does that mean? That means I have free time. But I found out that I can lose track of time if I get involved in doing something. Excuse me. So, I'm trying to kind of establish a time to wake up, a time to have my meals, a time to do my different activities, a time to work on YouTube, um, and then a time to kind of wind down and get ready to go to bed. So all of that's been kind of up in the air this week, but I've been trying to kind of just notice about when things are happening so that I can kind of create that schedule. Now, I was reading something the other day that talked about getting up when the sun rises, going to bed when the sun sets. That's how they used to do it before electricity, you know. They really could only see to do work when it was light out. And the farmers, learned they had to get up at the crack of dawn, most of the time before dawn, and to get things done. So I've always liked sunrises and sunsets. And I've been trying to kind of gauge when the sun comes up around me, which I know it fluctuates with the seasons. But now this morning I was doing my morning workout and videotaping it, and it was dark outside when I started. But by the time I finished, the sun had come up. So I missed the sunrise because I was working out. But I do like to, I don't know, kind of start my day early. And then, as far as going to bed when the sun goes down, I don't think I'm ready to be going to bed quite that early yet. Now, sometimes it's 8 or 9 o'clock before it gets dark here. But then again, that changes with the seasons. So I've been trying to do a little bit of just, winding down in general and getting myself into pajamas and getting in the bed and, trying to fall asleep like that. Now, have I slept some nights in my recliner in my clothes? Yes, I have, because I have sat down to relax and just fell asleep. So that happens when you get up real early too. Hello, Pan Ripa. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Hanging out with Jen said, I don't sleep a lot, so I get it when I can, which is rare. Yeah, I never used to worry too much about getting sleep. I always just kind of, did what I needed to do and slept around it. There's some blue butterfly wings for you, Pan. And let me go back up here to Galaxy Gal and give her some blue butterfly wings. That way it is easier for you to check out the other channels and connect. There we go. But the past 6 months or so, I've been really paying attention to sleep and rest and trying to get that, when my body says, hey, let's rest. All right, so let's do this happy mail. First thing I got is from Kim at My Other's Keeper in Canada. And I will actually be on her channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. She's had an injury. She's been off, not doing live streams, and she's coming back. And she asked me if I'd come on and be a guest. And of course I said, sure. Woo. Excuse me for yawning. Anyway, I go to the mailbox the other day, and there's this package, with the customs thing on there. And I'm like, where's this from? And I'm like, Canada. Then I see her mailing label has her logo on it. So I knew right away who it was from. Anyway, she said that when she found out that I liked butterflies and that I was using kaleidoscope in my name, and that a kaleidoscope is a collection of butterflies, she bought me this. Now, this is actually a pillow cover. You would put a pillow inside of it, but it is butterflies, and it is fabric material that you can use washable markers and actually color it. And she thought it was something that I could do with my granddaughter. So I have this little project to work on. And thank you very much, Kim. I appreciate it very, very much. The next package came from Patty, or PJ's Wish. Very, very dear friend of mine from Texas. And she normally sends baby girl something for her birthday and something for Christmas. And so she was getting a package ready for baby girl, and she decided to send me some gifts. First thing is a Texas t-shirt. I don't know if y'all can see it. Beautiful, isn't it? Although she only got me a size large, which I'm still bigger than a size large. However, I will try to shrink into it. But she did say I could use it to make it into a pillow if I wanted. And I may just hang it up. Y'all. I may just hang it up there behind me as a little remembrance of her sending it to me. She is an artist, and she painted this for me with the beautiful gold butterflies. And so that will find a place back here. And this is why I wanted the shelf behind me, to be able to put things on that people send me. I've got the little cupcake there that Nana from Nana's Cooking and Craft Corner sent me. I've got the neck cowl that Elisa made me. Get it up there for my. I can't get it. Hold on. But here is the cupcake from Nana. Here is the crocheted neck cowl. that Elisa made me. So I want to be able to have the things that people have made and sent me, around me where I can see them and enjoy them. So anyway, that will go up there too. She also sent me a couple of packages of some really pretty flower stickers because she knows I'm doing some crafting things. And the last thing she sent me were these seed pods, and they have kind of a little blackish looking seed. And I'm going to pull up on my phone what she told me that they are. Hold on one second. Um, it's UACCAS. Yuccas. The flowers bring in the hummingbirds. Okay, let me Google that. YUCC yucca plant. It is an evergreen perennial shrub or tree known for their tough, sword-like shaped leaves and large clusters of white, bell-shaped flowers. And they're native to warm, dry regions of the Americas and are popular for their striking appearance and low maintenance nature. And they, very, very interesting. Let's see if y'all can see it. So she said, all I have to do is break the little pod open and get the seeds out, and then you plant the seeds. And I guess, look at how many, oh my goodness. I mean, one pod, she said she broke one of the pods open to make sure the seeds were ready. Look at the pod. And it has a whole bunch of the pods and a whole bunch of the seeds there at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and write that name on the paper. She said, I opened one pod to see if they were ready. They are. See those little seeds came from one pod. All those little seeds came from the one pod. You'll be able to share out with others. Enjoy. And the plants are easy to care for once they are established. Okay, and that is a YUCCA plant. So if anybody's interested in that and would like some yucca plant seeds, let me know. And I will be able to share because I do have plenty. All right, so that's my happy mail. Let's go ahead and talk about the lives that are coming up. Okay, tomorrow noon, I have trivia. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., I'll be on My Other's Keeper. Saturday night, 6 p.m., I will have Lisa J from A Place for Her on as a guest. I'll do my 9 o'clock devotional on Sunday morning. And then Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m., I will have Body Illusion on, and we are doing Self-Care Sundays, and we will be talking all about our skin. Hello, Chef Hit Dice. Welcome, family. He has sent me a box of spices, too. I haven't gotten them yet, but I am so excited about that. So I'll probably have them by next Wednesday, and I'll be able to share those with you as well. Okay, so let's try to give away the free memberships. Hold on one second, and we will do it. Hey, Indiana Backyard Gardener, Adrian. She lives in the town I went to high school in. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, up in Indiana. Okay, I go in here and okay, it worked. Yay! Okay, we have Indiana Backyard Gardener. Congratulations. And Body Illusion. And my friend Nico. And Ned, Awakened by the Looking Glass Reflection. And Wounds to Wisdom, Teresa. And Hanging Out with Jen. Congratulations. And Olivia, The Seven Sacraments of Health. D. Audrey Gore. And Noodlehead 77. Wow. And Millie de la Prida. All right. That is so cool. I love giving them. I just got a membership as I came to join you. I love the timing. Yes, isn't that marvelous? And Ned got a membership, and Nico got a membership. That is so cool. Hello, Ashley. Ashes and Embers, y'all. She is making some wonderful music with Suno. I posted one of her, or shared out one of her videos this morning. Okay, Jen said, sorry if I get quiet. I'm doing a puzzle at the same time. Okay, that's cool. I understand. I love puzzles too. All right. Well, great. I'm going to do the member shout outs, and hopefully I'm not going to forget anybody. First one up is John from Fort Cat Billy's in a Virginia Mountain Shack. Then we have Real Life Happens, which is Norma Kay, who's in here today. And then we have my Linda Elliott. Hello, Ms. Mojo. Um, uh, my Linda. Okay. And then we have Gail from Broken Hearts Ministry. We have Lisa from Married in Arkansas. We have Star from Starbright 70. We have Regina from Texas, Regina, Diamonds and More. We have The Source. We have Daisy May, Fab Fit Mama, Chef Hit Dice, who's here this morning. We have Jules and Lorraine, Diamond Painting and Lego. We have, did I say Fab Fit Mama? Fab Fit Mama. We have Boldly Unshackled, Miss Tia. And we also have Journey Mirror, who is Blue or Tia. So I think I got all 15 of them. So thank you to all my lovely members. And now all of you have access to the membership videos. There's quite a few of them out. And I will try to do a members only live stream with some giveaways this month. I have to figure out when the other memberships fall off, so I can do it before that happens. That way we'll have the most possible people to come. Let's see. I took care of that. Nope. Throw that one away. Oh, Joel said he's sorry for coming late, but he had a live and it just ended. And we have a time difference too there. All right, so members only. Live with giveaways. Okay, I will have to get that scheduled. Let's see. I think I did everything in these notes too. I'm just getting rid of notes left and right. Love it. All right, let's see if there's anything I forgot. Okay, we will get into our notes, and this is Wellness Wednesday. So there are different dimensions of wellness. Physical wellness involves maintaining a healthy body through regular exercise, proper nutrition, adequate sleep, and regular medical checkups. Then you have your mental well-being, which focuses on maintaining a healthy mind through stress management, mindfulness, lifelong learning, and cognitive activities. Puzzles, games, doing crossword puzzles, doing math, reading, anything that keeps your mind active. Then you have your emotional wellness, which includes the ability to understand and manage your emotions, develop resistance, and cultivate a positive outlook on life. Joel, we are talking about wellness, things that we do to help keep ourselves well. Then you have social wellness, which involves building and maintaining healthy relationships, having a supportive network, and contributing to your community. And that's what we have right here is our kaleidoscope of happiness community, which is a safe space where everyone is welcome and you're able to come in and share your opinions, your life, your channel, whatever you choose to share. And the only real prerequisite is that you be respectful. All right. Spiritual wellness entails finding purpose, meaning, and harmony in your life, which may involve meditation, prayer, or other reflective practices. Hello, Mimi. Welcome. Occupational wellness reflects the satisfaction and enrichment you derive from your work, aligning your career with your personal values and goals. Environmental wellness involves living in harmony with the earth by recognizing your responsibility to protect the environment and make sustainable choices. So, what are some practical steps that we can follow to achieve physical or achieve wellness? For physical wellness, we can exercise regularly, aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity for each week. Include strength training exercises at least twice a week. Eat a balanced diet. Eat a variety of foods, including plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean meats, lean protein. Stay hydrated and limit your processed foods and sugars. All right, Miss Body Illusion. Thank you, ma'am. Have a wonderful day. Excuse me. Get adequate sleep. Strive for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Establish a regular sleep schedule and calming bedtime routine. That's what I'm trying to do now. I feel like a little kid having to have a bedtime, but it's important. For mental wellness, mindfulness practices, engaging in meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga to reduce stress and improve focus. Continuous learning, challenge your brain with new skills, reading, puzzles, or hobbies. Time management, prioritize tasks, set realistic goals, and take breaks to avoid burnout. Ashley says, I have thought about learning yoga for my fibro. It probably would help, I would guess. I'm not, sure. All right, emotional wellness. Do self-reflection, like keeping a journal to explore your thoughts and feelings. Practice gratitude by noting things that you are thankful for each day. Seek support, reach out to friends, family, or mental health professionals when needed. Yes, burnout is real, says Adrian from Indiana Backyard Gardener. It is so real. Develop resistance, embrace change, and learn from experiences, viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Social wellness, build connections, spend quality time with family and friends, join clubs or community groups, and participate in social activities. Effective communication, listen actively and express yourself clearly and respectfully. Spiritual wellness, reflection. Set aside time for contemplation, meditation, or prayer. Explore your beliefs and your values. Volunteer. Give back to your community through volunteer work that aligns with your values. Occupational wellness. You need to have a work-life balance. Set boundaries between work and personal life. Take breaks and vacations to recharge. Career development. Pursue opportunities for growth and advancement in your field. Seek satisfaction and purpose in your work. Environmental wellness is sustainable living. Reduce waste, recycle, and use your resources wisely. Support eco-friendly practices and products. The nature connection. Spend time outdoors, appreciating and respecting the natural world. Achieving overall wellness requires a balanced approach where each dimension complements the others. Wellness is a personal journey, and it's important that you find what works best for you. Now, not everything is going to work for everybody. We all know that we are individuals, and we are not going to, you're not going to do something if it's not something that makes sense to you. It's not something that is sustainable, that you're able to do on a daily basis. those things just aren't going to work for you. So it's very important to think about the different aspects of your life and see where you need to spend more time or less time, and then plan accordingly. Joel says, for me, I think it's better to be alone most time and be silent, and I really like that, and I don't know if it's good. Well, you have to think about that because a lot of people are very introspective and don't really like a lot of crowds and a lot of, people around them. But you don't want to be socially isolated either. Outdoor Backyard Gardener says, I love outdoors, especially early morning or late at night, listening to nature. I do too. I do too. I have always, when I was a kid, we went fishing and camping and had a garden and things like that. And I really do enjoy the outdoors. Let's see. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, Joel, alone time is good, but not always. For God said it is not good for man to be alone. Oh, yes, exactly. Ashley says, I think I take too much advantage of me liking to be alone. I think I am called to come back into community, and it has been a journey in itself. She says, I am finding the right ones, though. He is leading me right. Yes, I do think that community is very important. And that's one of the main, reasons I wanted to be on YouTube is I wanted to be able to meet people from all over the world and develop a sense of community right here on the internet. And I think I've done that. And I really do enjoy each and every one of you in my community. And I have found some other communities like Boldly Unshackled that I absolutely love. Ashley's going to go swimming. I love swimming too. That is really great relaxation and exercise. And you'll maybe be out in nature. Hello, Belinda's Country Living. How are you? Did you get your house all set up? She got a huge manufactured home for her and her sister. And it's really like two double wide uh, trailers put together. It's a modular home, I think it's called. Um, I hadn't watched lately to see if you got it finished. I'll have to go and check that out. Hello, the Soul Session. Welcome and thank you for coming in. Norma said, I love to sit on my back porch at night and enjoy what God made and the peace. Exactly. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, ashes and embers, we have all gotten used to being isolated because of the COVID era. It has been a challenge for most to get back out there. Yes. Hello, Sister Stephanie, the WSFN channel. Welcome. Yes, God created such beauty, just in the flowers and the, animals. And I mean, there's so much that He provides that is just absolutely beautiful. I love listening to water, whether it be, like a brook or a stream or the ocean, a waterfall. I even like listening to rain. Belinda says, no, not yet. They are doing the garage today. Great. Great, great, great. I understand, Joel. This is a crazy time we're living in, and there are a lot of problems in our societies. And it's not just where you live, Joel. It's all over the world. People are experiencing things like you're speaking of. So you just have to protect yourself and stay safe. Very important to stay safe. I grew up near Lake Michigan, and if you've ever been to Lake Michigan, it's a lake, but it's huge like the ocean. I mean, you can't see across it. Um, and it is one of the Great Lakes for that reason, because it is so large. Um, but it is amazing to walk on the beach, sit on the beach, um, fish off the piers and docks and things like that. Joe says, my happiness is when I'm doing farming projects. Yes. Yes. We are in the end of times. I believe that too, Belinda. I personally, and this is just my opinion, but I personally think that too many of us have gotten too far away from our actual beliefs in God, and we need to come back to that. Stephanie says, I pray God will touch you and show you a deep understanding. You are never alone, my friend. Never. That's right, Joel. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Even though we're on the other side of the world, we see you and we hear you, and we're here to help. The soul session said, I love walking outside, so peaceful. And Adrian from Indiana Backyard Gardener said, Belinda's country living, absolutely. It has already been written that it isn't getting better. Yes, Norma says, I have to enjoy my quiet time after my kids go to bed or go to their room. Hello, BJ's Misadventure. Welcome, BJ. And I think we have to make it a priority in our lives to find time to spend with God, time to spend by ourselves, um, time to spend out in nature. You know, all work is not good. You've got to have time to relax and to play and to enjoy your life. You really have to be your own spokesperson, your own advocate. Stand up for yourself and make sure that your needs get met. You know, we get very busy doing for other people, and we tend to forget to do for ourselves. So that's one thing I'm working on this year, is learning how to love myself, learning how to respect my body, learning how to do what I need to do to be well and take care of myself. And I hope that all of you are trying to do those things as well, because we can have a wonderful life or we can have a miserable life. And I'm finding it takes about as much energy to do either one. Joel says, thank you so much, my friends. Continue praying for me and pray for our other youths. Pray for other youths. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Joel. We will continue to pray for you. And you always are welcome here. Don't ever hesitate to pop in and say hello. And we will always be here for you. Adrian says, yes, I agree. Our mental health suffers when we don't take care of us. It definitely does. And it's so easy to only see negative things in our lives. You know, there's plenty of positive things. You just might have to look a little bit harder to find them. And that's why gratitude is so important, because when you're looking for things to be thankful for, I think you see positive things easier, maybe. I love being positive and being an encourager to try to help people see that there is happiness in this world. And really and truly, life is way too short not to try to be happy, not to try to do everything in your power to make yourself happy. I'm having to learn that the hard way, but I'm learning it. And I now know several things that make me happy and several things that I truly enjoy doing. And I've got things to do. I am going to be going through my home and selling some things, donating some things, throwing away some things, trying to reduce some clutter, and set my space up to reflect what I want to do in my life. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know. But I'm going through a transition. I'm going through a time where I'm changing from basically being a daycare to now I don't have to be a daycare. So I don't have to have all the baby stuff and all the toys and have my living room look like a daycare center. I can put things away and only bring them out when I have my baby girl. Excuse me. Ah. Okay. Kenya life is not easy, but we still trust and believe in God for the most. Yes, Joel. Great. Hello, Kristen from Bella's Whisper Farmstead. How are you doing today? She has a beautiful, I don't know if you would call it a creek or a stream or part of a river, even in the back of her property that is absolutely gorgeous. We were talking earlier about liking to be around water. Belinda said, my mother always thanked God for even bad things. When mom was cooking or sweeping the floor, you would hear her say, thank you, Lord. Yes. That's what they say. If you have a sink full of dirty dishes, that means people got fed. Yeah. You know, just to have a roof over our heads, have access to clean drinking water. I mean, we are really spoiled here in the United States. We have so many conveniences that we basically take for granted. But if we lived somewhere where you didn't have electricity or running water, I think we would be a lot more thankful than we are. I think we tend to look at things that we just take them for granted. We just expect to have them. Stephanie said, that is so beautiful to hear and so beautiful. God gave you discernment to notice. I love that at Belinda's Country Living. Yes, Adrian says, we are blessed beyond measure. Yes, we are. We truly are. I know it's easy to get down about things and look at the negative things, but overall, we have it pretty good. We really do. We were, even being that we're in this generation, in this time in the world, we have it so much easier than our ancestors had it, Joel says, I'm 25. Whew. I am 25 years old, but I have decided to be staying alone in my room because everything that I try to do, it fails. I tried farming because that is the only thing I could do, but it is not possible now. That's not true, Joel. There is something you can do. Oh, he said, but today you have really showed me love here. Yes, Joel. You are a brother in Christ. And pray to God. Ask God, what is it you would have me to do? What can I do to not only take care of myself, but to help take care of my community? Stephanie says she's sending you prayers of gratitude and hope that you will find peace soon, Joel. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, we all have a purpose, Joel. Yes, we do. Belinda says, my parents didn't have running water or toilet until 2000, and Mom was so happy. Both are gone now. I do think you take things for granted, and you appreciate them more if you did have to wait for them, or if you didn't have them and then you got them. So, and Norma Kay says, yes, Joel, we all have a purpose. Yeah. Just pray for God to show you what that purpose is. He has a plan for your life. He has a plan for every one of our lives. Aw, Stephanie says, yes, Joel, you are loved, my dear friend. Just listening to you share makes me love you dearly. And Adrian says, God doesn't make mistakes. You are wonderfully made, and He has a purpose for you. That is so true, Adrian. And He doesn't make mistakes. The fact that you are here right now in this live stream with these other believers in God, and they are lifting you up, that is intentional. God wanted you here today, Joel. And I am so pleased that you're here. So, so happy. For a long time on YouTube, I had some bad advice that said, don't talk about God. No, Belinda, Miss Stephanie is in Ohio. Norma is in Ohio as well. completely lost my train of thought. Oh, bad advice. Don't talk about God. And so I tried not to. I tried just to talk about other things. But, I am a Christian. I do believe in God. I do believe in the good news. And it was very hard for me not to share that. And when I did make the choice to start sharing about God on my channel, it's been a wonderful experience for me. And I find even people who don't believe the same that I believe can be respectful, and we can, all get along. Joe says, I didn't manage to complete my education because of lack of fees. So that is why I prefer farming. Indiana Backyard Gardener says, Kaleidoscope of Happiness, that is the devil to tell you that. The devil doesn't want us to spread his love and good works. I missed something that Norma must have said. Hold on. Oh, okay. Norma said, I know I have days I wonder what my purpose is, but I just pray and ask God what my purpose. Miss Norma, your purpose is called Eli and Natalie. You are their savior. You are the person who has not only loved them, but taken care of them. And that's what God probably intended for you to do. So don't you worry about what your purpose is. You're living your purpose. You're doing your purpose. And Stephanie says, he will show you. Don't fret. When you ask, he hears you. Stay blessed. Joel says, I trust in God. And if it's God, we could not be here today. That's right. And Stephanie says, Joel, that may be your calling, my friend. Sounds like you enjoy it. I love farmers. They're so resourceful. I thank you for what you do. Norma says, I talk about him in my bingo. Like it said, you deny me, I will deny you to my Father. Yes. And it really was probably the devil telling me not to do it. Adrian says, I have raised all my nieces and nephews. They have all known the Lord at one time or another. Yes. And really and truly, that is probably, the main purpose of all of us. Once we are saved and born again, it's then our place to try to share that with others and to bring other people to Jesus Christ. Joel is telling Stephanie that he likes farming, but it's not easy and he faces a lot of challenges and he doesn't even know why he goes through with it. Well, there's got to be a reason. Just keep plugging along. Just keep trying. Pray to God and ask God, what would you have me to do? And see what he tells you. You have to get still and be quiet to be able to hear him. but you will be able to hear him. Stephanie said, I will pray for you every single day, Joel. Yes. And matter of fact, I'll do a prayer post for you, Joel, and we'll try to get some other people to be praying for you too. How does that sound? There we go. I don't know if Carver's still in here, but Carver basically lives off grid, and he does a lot of his own farming, growing food and growing animals and things like that. Indiana Backyard Gardener says challenges are a part of life. It makes us stronger physically and mentally. If we knew no challenges, we would never have a reason to be thankful and grateful for the blessings. That is a very true statement, Adrian. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. There he is. Semi off grid, he says. It can be done, can't it, Carver? You can do it. Do me a favor, Carver. Go and click on Joel's channel, and maybe you can give him some encouragement. I have wonderful friends here, Joel, and they are all willing to help you and reach out to you. So just let us pray for you. And he said, I am happy, my friend. You are really encouraging me. Good. Good. I'm glad. And I'm glad you're happy that we are doing that. Hey, Rudy. Welcome. What a beautiful soul, Joel. You are going to be just fine, Stephanie says. Hey, did y'all know? I know somebody's having a birthday in a couple days. Our very own Rudy is having a birthday on Friday. Carver said, I'm nodding out. I'm fixing to take a nap. You saw Anaisa's song? Good. It's her birthday today. Adrian says, some challenges we face in life because God wants to get our attention. He wants a relationship with us. He wants us to turn to Him for everything, acknowledging Him always. And Stephanie says, keep your head up and keep smiling. That beautiful smile, Joel. Be Creative Crafts. I think I am connected to that channel, Rudy. It sounds very familiar. I will check and see. I will check and see. Be Creative Crafts. Yes, I am. I am subscribed to them, Rudy. Yes, happy early birthday, Rudy. Whoops. So today will be the first day that I'm picking my granddaughter up in the school pickup lane, I guess, as a car rider. I have a little number I have to have displayed on the dashboard. And I guess whenever I pull up and they see the number, they'll call for her to come. It's kind of exciting. Joel says, I am not able to continue with farming this season, and that really stresses me. Yes. Am I connected to Hook That Yarn? Now, that name does not sound real familiar, Rudy, but I will look. Hook That, oops, that yarn. Hook That Yarn. Hook for yarn. No, Hook That Yarn. Let me go back. Hook That Yarn. Crystal is her name, Rudy. I'll take a screenshot and I'll check out her channel because I'm not connected to her. Yes, Norma, they started Friday, August 1st. But now we get out the end of May, like the third week of May. So I'm not sure. They used to get like 11 weeks off, but I'm not sure how many weeks off they get now. But yeah, and today's her birthday, so she's celebrating her birthday at school for the first time, and the first birthday of the year in the class. Hello, Moon over Miami. Welcome. Why do you not have a ranch, Moon over Miami? What on earth? There we go. I don't know how that happened. And let's see. Oops. Well, Norma, you didn't have a wrench either. What's going on? Okay. Both of mine are in high school this year. Oh, both of them are in high school now? Oh my goodness. Time is flying by. It is flying by. I don't know how that happened. Oh, BJ said that's early. They don't go back until after the Labor Day weekend here in September. Wow. Yeah. We've always gone back like that first week of August, as long as I can remember. But they do get out like the third week of May, so. Hello, Miss Angela Critters. Welcome, welcome. Oh, they get 2 months off? Let me try to figure this out. Let me look at the calendar. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They get 10 weeks off. Well, 9 weeks and 4 days because they went back on that Friday. So if they hadn't went back on that Friday, if they waited and started Monday, it would be 11 weeks, but it's 10 because they went back. So, yeah. I guess it's different all over. All right, y'all. I am going to get ready to go because I do have, and this is another thing, I don't know exactly how long it takes me to get to the school from here. I normally go to their house, and the school is past their house on down the road, and I'm not sure how long that's going to take. So I do kind of want to leave a little bit early so that I can be waiting in the line, when she gets ready to come out. So I am going to go ahead and end this live stream. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for supporting Joel today. I know God is smiling down on all of us. That was a very nice conversation that we had today. So, yeah, you always want your brother to get a big paycheck. Does he give you money if he gets a big paycheck? That's right. The line gets really long if you're not there early. So I'll judge it better next time because I'll know how long it takes me to get there. So, but anyway, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. And I will see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock for trivia. Okay? Bye now.